Okay, I'm going to do a quick demo review of this Ibanez RGEW520, which is new for 2019, I believe. Well, anyway, I just got it, and it's March of 2019. And yeah, I really love Ibanez guitars anyway, and RGs are one of my favorite. I have a couple RGAs I really like, but I've had many RGs, Prestige, Standard, and Iron Label. Um, Premium, you name it, 7-string RGs, Universe, all that stuff. So anyway, when I saw this, I don't have an Ibanez with tone zone and a currently and a trem bar. So the reason I wanted is I wanted the tone zone pickups with a trem. I have tone zones with a regular hardtail, but no trem, and I have what do you call them? The premium I have, it's a Iron Label. It has those Fusion Edge pickups with the trem. That's different than Tone Zone. The Tone Zones are a little bit warmer. Tone Zone and Air Norton DiMarzios are a little warmer than the Edge. The Edge ones remind me more of like a Steve Vai, those Blade or Blaze pickups, I think they're called. Blade or Blaze, sorry, can't remember. So anyway, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it real quick. I picked it up on Sweetwater as a scratch and dent for $5.50 plus tax is $5.80, but the normal price is $7.99. Usually with your 15% discount, you're gonna and tax, you're gonna probably get it around $700 new, which is a great guitar even for that. So the big thing is that it has the DiMarzio pickups, and it has this toasted maple neck and fingerboard. The standard trem works better than I thought it would. Reminds me of a Floyd. I have a Floyd 1000, which has a flat plate on it, but it works great. Snaps back great. There was a little bit of tightness to the screws that all you have to do is screw through it, tighten it up and loosen it, and it works great. I just think they skipped that. Probably because trying to keep the price down. But anyway, it's baked. I'll just come up close and show it to you. It has a baked maple neck, the Wizard 3 with a scarf joint here. It's just single maple construction with just a glue up here. The standard typical, inexpensive, I'm sure, black tuning pegs that work fine, especially when you have a locking nut. Who cares? The baked maple is just gorgeous. It's beautiful. Jumbo frets, 24 black dot inlays look great. The Air Norton and Tone Zone pickup DiMarzios are just as sweet as can be. I love them. I love the sound of them. I love the way that they design these so that there's no single coils hum. So you can look that up, the configuration. It has these wood knobs. It's supposed to be, it says walnut knob. But look, I thought they were plastic, but you look real close, it has a walnut, grain pattern to it. You have to look close. And it's really cool looking. I just have a hard time believing they're solid walnut, but whatever. I'll pull them off at some point, probably look at them, maybe. The trem still works really good. This has a Nyato body, which is I hadn't heard of before, but it's sure it's been around a couple billion years, and it's an Asian mahogany type of wood that sounds and feels and looks really nice, if you ask me. This guitar is 7.3 pounds, very comfortable. I also love the binding on the neck, and the frets were just perfect. I didn't have to do anything to this thing. It was perfect right out of the box. That's one thing I like about Sweetwater. Usually they really care about they don't want any rejects. Another cool thing is this inlay on the binding around the body. It's they call it, I looked it up. I had to do some research. I found it. It's a celluloid tiger pearl is the color, and it's really cool. It has this orangey, coppery, kind of glittery look to it, but it's not as gaudy as like the the mother of pearl, and it's a thinner accent piece. So it's really cool. It looks like a two-piece, like it's a beige binding with that in between that and the wood. So I find it extremely cool, and I'm always into cool. It's inspiring. The neck, I usually always take 4/0 brass wool to all my necks and just make them like butter. And this thing is just incredible neck. It's fast and smooth and just the right width. Has a 15 3/4 radius. I also like these little flip away plastic. You don't need to use a screwdriver to get to the truss rod cover, which is really cool. Anyway, very attractive walnut cap and walnut veneer body and cap. And just, it's Ibanez. What are you going to say? I mean, they're hard to beat. Very comfortably designed with the belly cut and the neck, arm cut. Just super strat for sure. And I'm real pleased with it, as you can tell. All right, so I'm going to stop here, and then we're going to get close. I'm going to do a close-up of a demo. We'll go from there. Okay, now I'll switch back to a classic rock tone here, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the sounds of this thing. Yeah, it's got a lot of bite. I love these the pickups because, like, on the tone zone, I'm sorry, on the Air Norton, that's on the neck. It's kind of round and full. So if I turn the volume down, which really basically peels off gain on this particular knob. Then you go to the back, it's just spanking hot. I want to get the dive bomb out of the way because I'm not a big dive bomber, but I just bent it to the to the floor. Just a lot of tone with this thing. Lots of sustain. No problem on any of that. Very articulate on the pickups. If I go to something a little bit less, something a little less distorted. back to the... You could take the neck pickup, bridge pickup, and roll off, the tone a little bit. And then we'll go to something martially with a little more wetness to it. Since I do mostly crunch stuff, I don't really use the other settings that much. But if you're doing more clean stuff, man, that's where that sounds really good. It just gets a little ice picky on any kind of guitar when you start doing that, if you got too much distortion on it. Now, you might like that sound if you're trying to do that ice picky sound, which some people like that. So there you go. That's 2019 Ibanez RGEW for exotic wood 520, which is with the trem bar, and the actual final number is NTF for natural with a flat finish. So natural finish, flat. There you go. It's no real high gloss on this baby. It's just very comfortable, just really smooth as silk. And I'll tell you, I'm really impressed with the veneer. It almost looks like plastic. It's so perfect. This one is. But I know it's not, because you can see all the grooves of the wood and all. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just let me know. See you on the tube.